Hello all, I'm Leanna, the pastry queen. And today, I know you're not seeing my face right now because I'm really right now involved with the lasagna quilt. You all heard about it in my lives because I have a live almost every day. Sometimes I don't have them on the weekends. I'm starting to not do them on the weekends, but we've got the lasagna quilt and we're going to get this lasagna quilt all started here. So I have 6-inch scrap batting that I've cut to size, you know, when I process my batting. We have leftover flannel scraps and we are going to start making our lasagna quilt. So what we're going to do is, these are of width of fabric. This happens to be 6.5 inches, okay? So I'm going to take, and these little pieces, we can Franken-bat them. I'm gonna take my 6-inch pieces right here, and I am going to put them all the way across. Yes, I do know that there's selvage, and we're not going to worry about that right now. So we're going to put this right here. So we're going to leave this piece, since this is our first spot, and we're going to leave that open, meaning it's going to not have batting there. And we're going to bring the batting all the way to the top of our first 6.5 inch piece. I'm going to take my next 6.5 inch piece. They do not have to match. Mine just happened to. So we're going to put that. Now, because they're kind of directional fabric, I'm going to make sure my wales on the back and my wales on the front are matching. So I'm going to come in here, and now everybody could call this something different. This is what I call a lasagna quilt. There's actually 2 lasagna quilts that I know how to do. One that is using batting pieces, scraps, and one that is using a whole piece of fabric. I mean, a whole piece of batting. We're going to do this kind, okay? I have my 1/4 inch foot on, but you know, you use what you want to use. This here is a walking foot. So I'm going to come in, back tack, and yes, I had to think about that first. And I am going to go, oh, wait, take that back. Forgot to do something. Hold the phone. And yes, we're gonna go. I make mistakes too. That's okay. This is not a big mistake. We have this here. Sorry, forgot. And we're gonna take our other fabric, this next strip that I want next. Again, it's a little bit of a directional, and I'm gonna put it right sides together. So now you have the wale. Now I'm gonna have my other row. So right now what you're looking at is 2 layers of fabric right sides together in the front. Flip this over. Make sure I have everything going the right sides. And 2 directional fabrics. I'm going to put on my iron in the back. Okay. And yes, I'm lining everything up. You can use clips. It's probably a good reason to use some clips. I normally don't, but you know what? We're going to clip this because I want to show it to you. So again, I have 2 right sides together in the front, 2 right sides together in the back. This is how you start it. I did an oopsie when I first started. So don't do that. I don't edit, so I'm not going to edit that out. It's okay for you to see that I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm just like you all. Okay, so here we are. I have my clips. So what we're looking at here is 2 layers of flannel, a layer of batting, 2 layers of flannel that are right sides together again, and then that. Now I'm going to run it through. So now I'm going to take my 1/4 inch foot. I'm going to start pulling my clips, and I'm going to back tack, and I am going to go ahead. I happen to be sewing on 2, but you use the length that you like to use. And we are going to sew this up. And now lasagna, right? lasagna is just layers, right? Layers of goodness. That's what we're doing. We're just having layers of fabric. This would be easier if you had a tossed fabric, because then, you know, everything would be, not worry about which direction things are laying. And I'm sure I'll flip something, but we're just going to go with it, okay? So and you know, when things shift, you just move it on along. And we're going to make this whole thing so you can fast forward, do whatever it is you need to do to make this through. But what I do ask is that if you guys can subscribe and like and comment, that really will help my algorithm. All right, so we have our thing. So I'm going to show you. We have our 2 pieces, right sides together, our batting. The batting and these are wrong sides together, and these are right side. Now, what we have here is our first lasagna. So we come here and we pull that up, and yes, I will press. This is much easier on your board if you could do that. Let me move this down. And we are going to press this beautiful seam. This is almost as if you're going to do a quilt as you go. You know, it is kind of a quilt as you go method. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to take this and I'm going to press. I'm going to press. Great way to use scraps from both batting and flannel. All right, so now we have pressed both sides. Both sides are pressed. Remember, yes, this is going to be wonky in the edges. Don't worry about that because we're going to cut that all off. Now, we have this that is our batting with the 2. This that again has no batting. We're going to pull this down. We're going to take one of our pieces here. Whoop, this is the one that needs to be franken batted. Put that aside. Take one of our other long pieces. And we are going to put our batting down. Now, as you can see, this batting goes to the top. Remember I said that we are not because we already have batting over here. So if you notice, this has batting and this batting is right above it. So it's actually not going to, if you've done right, it's not going to make a big lump over there. And now here I am. And I'm going to take this and cut this batting off. Put that in there. Now I have the batting here. I have this open. Do you see? It's open here. Got my batting down. I'm going to pull this up and over. Now look, pulling this all up and over. All right. I'm going to fix, yes, this is going to take time. You're going to fix it. Make it nice and flat, okay? Once you make this nice and flat, what I like to do is I like to just make sure it's all flat. I'm going to take my next layer, which happens to be, it's going to be this here. So I'm going to put this in the front. Well, it doesn't matter, right? And this is going down so that these 2 are right sides together. You see that? We're layering on the noodles. Okay, and I'm pulling that all the way. Take your time pulling that all the way. And I'm going to flip this. Make sure when you flip it, everything has to, now this happens to be 2 different fabrics. It's okay. I'm going to make sure, see, I told you I was going to flip it. I have sharks going this way, sharks going that way. It's all good. We're going to make sure that these are going this way. working with a toss fabric is going to be easier. I'm going to move this down. Okay, so I have that. Again, I'm going to have this right sides together. Put that forward. I'm going to have my batting at the top and this. And you can take your time and pin. Make sure all your pieces are together and lined up. I don't think you see me use clips often, but you're going to see me use clips for this. This is going to make things go a lot better. You want to use pins, go for it. And we are going to hold this up. And we are lasagna. It's making me hungry. This is kind of like a seafood lasagna, if you think about it, because we've got all kinds of ocean animals. All right, so I have my plate. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna come over here. Again, 1/4 inch. I'm going to back tack just a little bit. And yes, I am now going to make sure I have all my layers. And I am going to go another 1/4 inch. You know, you can have it bigger than 1/4 inch. It's just easy because this foot can guide the fabric. Okay. As you're seeing, everything is coming to the left of me, but I know on your video it's going to be mirrored. Oh no, it's not, because this is a regular video. When I do lives, everyone sees everything backwards. So as you can see, then everything is going to my left, not my right. So this area here is empty. All right, so here we are. We're back to this again. We are going to take our board and we are going to press. Now you can finger press this. You don't have to probably iron it. I mean, I just do, but I don't think you have to. And as we're doing this, this is getting all quilted up beautifully. Okay, and we're coming in the other way. And we are going to open this up. And I'm going to press this side. Now this quilt is great for doing some kind of decorative stitching. If you had cute decorative stitching, I would come in here and just where you have right here, you could feel it where the 1/4 inch is, you can decorative stitch that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sew that down. So I'm coming here. I have this part here where here, see, like here, this batting is loose. So I need to kind of quilt that down. So what I do is I kind of figure, well, here is, let's see, I'll tell you exactly what I figure. And I eyeball it. I go in right here. I go in a 1/2 inch because you have your 1/4 inch there. So you want to make sure you get this, you know, this batting in with. So you want to go about a 1/2 inch. You can mark it or you can kind of eyeball it. So I definitely want to come here. I want to make sure that I'm about there. So let's see, you know what? I'm going to mark it. It's just easier. Especially if you're new to this. I haven't done one of these in years. I used to do a ton of these in the 2000s, 90s. So you can come in here and kind of mark. I have a piece of chalk that I'm using. I just want to make sure that I quilt that piece of batting down, because I'm doing this as I go. So I'm going to come in here. So you're watching me mark it with some chalk right now, but I'm going to tell you I'm going to eyeball it the next time. So there we go. I did my 1/2 inch. I'm going to come in here now, and I have a fun color in here. So you're going to see this fun color. I'm going to come in here, and I am going to, I lengthen my stitch length too, okay? And my needle is in the center, so I am really just coming in and getting that. It's easier to do it now because you don't have to go back. You know, someone would say, well, you could do that after. You could do that after, but then you have to wrestle with your quilt. And now you don't have to wrestle with your quilt too much, you know? Now I'm 16 minutes in on to this project, okay? Yes, I know I have that piece there. I could cut that off. Let's just get it off and out of our way, in case I need it for Frankenback. All right, so I stitched that in. Now I'm gonna come in here again, open up this one. We'll leave this one like that, right? I'm going to put another one of my 6 inch. Let's see, is this long enough? No, it's not. Oh, put that over there. This one's definitely long enough. There it goes, and that's another piece. I am going to, again, place this on the top of my, and this should, see, it should kind of go together once you place it on the top. And then we come down here, and I'm just going to cut off this excess right now. I put my fishy guy back, and you know what we could do? We can actually just sew this right now, and then we don't have to worry too much. No, we're not gonna do that. Yeah, well, yeah, we can. Let's try. Let's live on the danger side. I'm always trying to find a way to make things go quicker. So let's see. Maybe this will go quicker. It's been a while since I've made one of these. So I am feeling here where my batting is. I am just kind of gonna eyeball it. I'm feeling and I'm eyeballing. I'm just going with it. But again, you can sit there with the chalk and mark it. I think this is actually easier. Make sure. I have that in. All right. So we have that. Now we don't have to worry about going back into there. Now I still have this. I'm going to take my next one. Okay. Now I'm going to take my shirks. My shirks are going to go this way. And then my shirks are going to, again, go underneath. Yeah, that actually worked out great to go ahead and do that little bit. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make sure, again, I have my 2 layers, my middle layer and that. And I'm going to clip everything. So I have 2 layers of batting 2 layers of flannel, 1 layer of batting, and another 2 layers of flannel. And I'm going to come all the way across. I do think it's really good to actually, at this point, you pin or clip. Clips seem to be easier. You want to make sure the blue's up. Make sure I have that, the blue, the back. I don't think you see me often being this precise, but we're going for it. So we may have another NICU blanket before this lady comes. She might have to wash this one, but she may have another blanket. She is washing some of the blankets. So here we are. We have, you know what, I'm going to get a couple more clips because I feel like I need them. I come in here at the ends. Want to make sure I have those 2 pieces and these. There we are. Grab all this out of our way. We have all our pieces. We're going to bring it down. We're going to come on over. You can do this with regular quilting fabric. I am just happening to use flannel. Lasagna can be done however you want. I'm using cotton batting. Maybe you have poly. It's whatever the filling you want to use. Like some people use whole milk ricotta and some people use skim ricotta. So kind of the same premise. You use what you have on hand. That's the moral of this story. You use what you have on hand. And here we are. We're going to go now with another layer. Keep layering it up. It is definitely easier to iron this with a bigger. We have that side. And we have now this side. And this really, you can use any size batting scrap. It does not have to be 6 and 6.5. You make it whatever size. You can mix the sizes. Just remember that. We are going to take another, let's see, do we have a bigger piece? Let's see. Does this one make it all the way? Yes. Okay. So again, we are going to open our top layer and add our filling. And we are going to put this, oh, this is bigger than 6 inches. I think my filling's bigger than 6 inches. This filling is this filling bigger than 6 inches, this batting? It is. It's like 3, 6 1/4. Let's see if I have another one. Let's see what size this one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 inch. This is 6. So what is this one? Look at that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7 inches. So we need to get rid of that. You don't want to put that in there. Here we go. That's a 6 inch. So this needs nothing. We're good. Perfect. Okay, so we're putting in our batting. We're making sure that it is on the top. Remember, we're cutting the sides. I'm going to take anything that I don't like out of my batting. right? And yes, I'll have to deal with my floor later. We are going to have that go down like this. Okay, I'm going to eyeball it again. You know, but I'm telling you, if you have a decorative stitch, this would be super cute with a decorative stitch. I'm about a 1/2 inch in. Probably bigger than a 1/2 inch at this point, but that's okay. I'm just trying to tack down the batting from this. And then we want to take our piece. There we are. Now you can make this as big as you want. This is going to be roughly around 36 because I wanted 36 by 36, maybe 30. So I'm going to come in here. There we are. I'm 26 minutes in and I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I'm going to come in here with, now this is all I cut, so hopefully this is it. If not, I'm going to have to find another strip and add it to it if it's not the length I need. So I'm going to, I put that one on the top, this one on the bottom, right? And the right side's on the bottom hold and the right side's here. So I have everything going on here. I am going to put my layers in. We have the ricotta, we have, look at that, we have the filling, we have the cheese. We're adding some more lasagna noodles. I'm making myself hungry, and I'm probably annoying a couple of you people, and that's okay. You know why? I'm not for everyone, I know that. I don't take offense to it. But the one thing I am is real. I cannot make anything perfect, nor should I be told that it has to be perfect. I'm just doing me, enjoying my time. This is my hobby, my mental health, my therapy, and my way of passing it forward in life. Using my talents to pass it forward. And yes, I'm a bit of a wackadoodle. I want to make sure, see, you have to make sure that it's all lined up. I did not have that lined up because if not, you won't catch it when you sew. All right, there we are. So now I have this. I have it all situated. I come in again. Nice healthy 1/4 inch. We're not talking about a meager 1/4 inch. We're not talking about a scant 1/4 inch. We're talking about a healthy 1/4 inch. We want to make sure we get all those layers in the seam. And I want to make sure that the back is also in here. Yep, I do have it. All right, here we are. Now I want to see, is this 36? It is not. So I am going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About another 6-inch piece. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to need 6 of these. I don't know why I thought 5. I have no clue. But with that said, you understand, you get the gist of how to do this. I am going to press and then put in another. You know what do I have? No, I don't. I don't have anything. I have to figure out something. I do have more of this fabric, very little. Maybe enough for one strip, but I can find something else that'll work. So I come in here and I'm going to take, again, you're just going to keep repeating this until you are done. So that is part 1 of the lasagna quilts. I will come back with a part 2 of how to finish off once we have all the layers that we want in our lasagna quilt. I will have that final layer and then I will show you how we're going to wrap this quilt up. So I hope you enjoyed part 1 of the flannel, scrap, and batting lasagna quilt. Everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. Yes, it's me. And I will see you soon. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Bye.